Hi Aries, thanks for joining me. So we are going to do your forensic investigation. Ooh. Okay. First, as the victim, okay, we have the devil. Right before the incident, there was intense psychological entrapment and severe external and internal pressure. The victim felt completely powerless, trapped and bound by a toxic situation, a person, an addiction. There was, I believe, to be high levels of fear and obsession and a sense of impending doom. It was an impending doom that dominated their thoughts. They may have been operating under coercion. Yeah, coercion, manipulation. So someone was coerced here and felt they had zero options left to escape. This person was dealing with the devil. This person was dealing with the devil. Aries, are you dealing with the devil? Are you the victim, or could be vice versa, you know. Okay, next we have, as the death, the source of death, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Ooh, this means the mechanism and physical nature of the death point toward a sudden uncontrollable disruption and a literal mechanical failure, a sudden bad turn of luck, and an unpredictable, chaotic event that was entirely out of their hands. Okay? I feel like this is a sudden crash, a failure of a mechanical issue. I believe this could be a car accident. It could be an accident with a machinery, but I believe it was a car accident. I believe there was a fatal disruption as well when this happened in the body's natural rhythm, such as like a cardiac arrest. It could have been like a heart attack or some kind of circulatory collapse. This is a harsh, abrupt end where momentum was violently stopped. Okay, we do have a perpetrator here. This was a female. What this was is a crime of passion, extreme jealousy, and unstable psychological attachment. The perpetrator acted under the influence of hyper-intensified emotional trauma, projection, a perceived betrayal. She knew exactly where this person was softest. The motive stems from a desire to manipulate and strike at an emotional chord, at this person's emotional core. It was fueled by an intense internal fantasy or deep-seated resentment that bubbled over from the subconscious. Aries, you were dealing with a devilish female. Very jealous female. We'll look more into this, okay? The location that this takes place, okay, the location, it's a place where a defense has completely collapsed. So this could be an area at the bottom of a slope, a trench, a dead end, or just a space where someone was cornered with nowhere left to run. The atmosphere was chaotic and completely overwhelming. A lack of preparation and weak boundaries. Visually, the scene would show signs of a heavily mismatched or one-sided struggle where the environment itself, would offer zero protection or leverage to the victim, which led to total exhaustion or capitalization, As far as the evidence goes here, there was a breakthrough for the investigation pointing to an analytical loop that finally cracked open. It means, though, that the cover-up, rushed assumptions, poor paperwork left by the initial investigators has been meticulously bypassed. Even though someone was sharp enough to see and successfully unmask the secret and located what was, carelessly overlooked, I don't feel like it's been solved. So when we look at the Ace of Cups, this is the outcome. This is justice. The outcome is emotional blockage and a lack of resolution. This case wasn't solved. The compilation was empty promises, a lack of official accountability, an ending that leaves victims' families, investigators feeling emotionally drained and empty-handed. The case remains open, unprosecuted, and legally stagnant despite the newly exposed truth. The perpetrator will act highly defensive, lie, and attempt to project blame onto others to evade responsibility. We have cuddled the dragon. This means stop fighting your inner intensity. Embrace your raw emotions, your personal power, and hidden shadows with love and gentle acceptance, knowing they are a sacred part of who you are, okay? Okay, Aries, let's pull some signs here, okay? Let's see who you may have been dealing with. Yeah. We have a Sagittarius in reverse, we have Capricorn in reverse, and we have a Pisces in reverse. Could have something to do with a loss of material as well. Loss of love. Someone didn't love somebody anymore, possibly. Okay. Yeah. Capricorn in reverse, that is devil energy right there. Okay. Yeah. This devil was very much up in their emotions here, Aries. Yeah. The jealous person was a Virgo, because that's what I was asking. Okay? These are signs or energies around you. But I asked specifically, who is the perpetrator? Who is the very jealous, intensely jealous individual, Aries? And I got Virgo. Okay? Yep, a Virgo sun sign. You may even have thought this Virgo was your sun as well, like your happiness. Well, what transpired here? These cards don't want to, they don't want to come out. Yeah, this person, oh. This person could have been, okay, I don't want to say it yet. Hold on. Okay, this person may have been doing moon magic and doing like scrying in the mirror kind of magic. When you scry through a mirror, it's, I haven't, you know, like really studied witchcraft or anything. I mean, I know a little bit about it, but I probably will dig deeper into understanding it, not doing it to understand it, but reading about it. But from what I understand, it's being able to see people through a mirror, come through a mirror. And so, you know, if you weren't doing this, then this individual was. Yeah. Yes, the scrying mirror. I mean, I can't see that any other way. So, I don't know. Nothing else may want to come out, okay? Let's see. Yeah, it's like they don't even want to work with me here. These cards don't even want to work with me. Yeah, this is a very disrespectful individual. The union is over and done, okay? And maybe that's more than likely what caused this person to go off the deep end. This Virgo, okay? Oh, good Lord. Yeah, this individual may have been doing Wiccan. Some type of rituals under the moon. Okay, doing rituals for the union that did not last. This person was very disrespectful and was doing it under Aries, doing it under the moon cycles, and watching what was happening, through the scrying mirrors. So, I don't know if you were taking part in doing these things as well, here at Aries, but this is what's been happening. Okay. God, the kindest giver. Now this came out in reverse. Okay. Healing preserves health and cures diseases, but this was in reverse. This is also an option card. We have options in how we choose to live our lives and the things that we have freedom of choice. Are we going to use, our intuition, our what we hold inside ourselves? Are we going to use that for dark or for light? For example, if someone's an empath, they can use their empathic abilities to be a dark empath, meaning to manipulate by knowing a person, understanding their weakness, knowing where they're soft so they know right where to go, so they can play on that softness to manipulate you. That's what this is, okay? Okay, Aries. I just saw the obsession card, by the way, as I was grabbing this deck. Do you feel enamored by somebody? Possibly. And this person could be jealous of it. Yeah, someone maybe that you worked with. You may have been a boss for this person. Okay. The spirit team, spirit guides are around. They're overseeing what's taking place. They've been watching, okay? Yeah. Yeah. Look. This is not a good sign. They've been watching your family. Your family's in reverse. They've been watching dark deeds be done. You are a boss at work, and you probably wear a suit at times, if not all the time. Like I said, you more than likely, someone's boss here could be this Virgo's, okay? Yeah, there's much jealousy and envy here. Look at that. Look at this person. That's evil. That's dark. What this is, when someone has a dark trait, and especially when they can't They have a very hard time controlling themselves. It's a demonic entity that is attached to the individual. The individual needs to be released of the attachment. Okay? Yeah. That's like borderline possession right there. Okay? That's what that is. Anytime you sin, when you have demonic attachments to you and you're allowing them to control you, demonic possession can happen. That's their way in. Their way in is sin. Okay? Yeah. People here have lost honor. Through jealousy, this individual lost honor. Okay? Oh, yes. Very envious of someone who has spiritual gifts. And doesn't want this individual who has spiritual gifts to have high honor either. Let me show you. Okay? Yeah. See? You can see for yourself. There's nothing to hide here. Okay? Yeah. See how jealous this person is of this person has spiritual gifts. Doesn't want this person to have high honor. But this jealous person has lost high honor due to their jealousy. Okay? Are you in between? In a sense here? Yeah. This was a false priestess that you are dealing with, Aries. False. Okay. Ooh. Someone like bisexual or something, or was, or said somebody is, that isn't. Somebody here uses scarcity tactics, like, yeah, to make this, to cause other people to be in lack and poverty and to have to struggle due to their jealousy. Yep. Yeah, but this person has spiritual access, so. Pisces around you, that low vibrational Pisces. This is a Pisces that does not have an intuition, does not use it. This is no bueno. Candle magic isn't working that this Pisces may be doing, okay? Yeah, so, I mean, we saw up here when you have Pisces in reverse, Capricorn in reverse, and a Sagittarius in reverse. These could be signs in the chart, too. Sagittarius in reverse is someone who lacks understanding, who lacks true teaching ability, okay? Capricorn in reverse, that's devilish behavior, okay? Pisces in reverse is that lack of intuition. There's no intuition there. There's no spiritual gifts there at all. This was a false high priestess here, okay? Yeah. That is so obsessed. Yeah, it's and is emotionally manipulative. Yep, that's who this person is. Okay, well, I think that's probably enough, Aries. I hope this helped to give you clarity, okay? Yeah, I use my abilities every day, okay? I can just be around people and pick up who they are. I can see. All right? And I am a person, you can, even my family, I can take their hand and I can bring them healing and give them answers, whatever the Lord brings to me to tell them. Okay? Anyways, I'm just telling you that so that you can trust what I gather here. Have a wonderful day, Aries. Bye for now.